Yo, what's good? You know what it is. You know you rocking with your boy Rosh and JJ. And you back with another episode of No More Timeouts. What is good, my sir?
My guy, what's up, man? We had some technical difficulties last time, but we back. I know you was traveling, so we tried to squeeze one in, but it's all good. We had a week off. We back though.
I was hot. I was like, damn, man. Here we go, man. I thought we was in 2024. Shit, they supposed to be disconnected.
Yeah, they was hating on us, bro. They didn't want us to get a pot out last week. It's okay.
Trust me, I was over here thinking like, I almost packed the mic and everything with me. I was like, nah. It's like, I was gonna be too drunk the whole time anyway.
How was Mexico?
Man, there's one thing about Mexico, mainly Cabo, where I go, where I actually love to go. That's where I just came from.
Yeah.
I always said, if I ever can live the full ending of my life of a dream would be to retire in Cabo with one of those houses that's on like close to the border. But I just found out the other day that if you aren't a resident of Mexico or something like that, like a person, you can't live within like 100 meters of the fucking water. Like if you move down there, it's fucked up. Like, man, I came down here for the scenery, but it's beautiful. I love that place. It's probably one of my favorite places in Mexico to go to, just because of the scenery. I love to fish. There's a great fishery out there. It's an amazing thing. Everybody's cool. The food's hella good. And it's not too big of a city. You know what I'm saying? I've noticed a lot of these other Mexican places you go to in Mexico, they're all like real big. Like the cities are like real big where it's so much there. Cabo, it's like, it's big, but it's also like,
it's right there. Yeah, everything's right there. And I feel like it's like a vacation spot for Mexico too. And I don't feel like it breaks your pockets. Like you can obviously spend a lot of money out there, but a lot of other vacations, it costs $2,000 to $3,000, to have a good time out there. But you don't really have to do that in Cabo to have a good time, which I always love. Now you can spend it if you want to, but it's
they don't get into that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you don't have to break your pockets.
Just know I'll be home for the weekend and next weekend, guys.
Hey. Well, good, man. I'm glad you had a good time, bro. It's always a vibe.
It was fun. Shout out to my boys I went with. These are the dudes I came up with. My boys, congratulations to my boy Louis. He's getting married to one of my childhood great friends, Jameis. And it's gonna be amazing. I do get the privilege of being in the wedding, so I'm very excited for that. But we definitely went out, wanted to make sure he had a good time. That was the most important thing, and hopefully we did our job. It was fun. I had a good time. I needed it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been out of the country in a while. I mean, kind of stuck home, working, dealing with things. So it was fun.
That's cool. Let's get into it, man. First thing we got to talk about is straight to football. The Cowboys did what the Cowboys do.
I was getting their ass whooped in the clutch ass games, Drew. Fuck, I tell y'all, man.
Drew went to the game now. We had a long conversation after the game. He was I don't know if you saw his Instagram. He was like,
I didn't.
His phone was blowing up. Everybody wanted, because he's probably the only Cowboy fan a lot of people know in the Bay. But yeah, man, they came to the Bay and got stomped. And I told him, man, you probably should just stay home the next time they play. Like, don't go, just stay home. But the Niners on the other side of it, they're the best team in the NFL. It's time to say it. They are the best team in the NFL.
So you counting out the Eagles already? They ain't even played yet.
Okay, they haven't played yet, but I'm also like, their games look shaky. That's all I'm gonna say. The Niners don't look shaky. They've been struggling with the Commanders. They shouldn't even have beat the Commanders that week for the Eagles.
Okay. So we're not going to talk about when the Niners got carved up by Matthew Stafford and the Rams and almost lost?
Yeah, but that's okay. I'll give you that. I'm just saying, consistently the Niners have looked. They went to Pittsburgh, beat them down, You know what I mean? I know Pittsburgh ain't Pittsburgh like that, but come on, bro. You got to give it up to him, bro. Give it up to him. Come on. They're the 5-0 champs. Congratulations. Y'all won September. They won September, bro. Come on.
Hey, all right, look. I have been talking to a lot of Niner fans just since at the end of the day, it's all my friends. And I tell them, I'll give it to y'all. Y'all good. Your offense is now outweighed what your defense was doing. Your defense was always holding you guys up, and your offense was just kind of just there. Now I feel like the tables have turned. I actually say one thing. That's what they wanted, right? That's what they were asking for. They're asking for their offense to step up and their defense just to become a defense that can get a couple stops, not have to get every stop, right? But at the end of the day, we know their defense is elite, and they actually are getting every stop. But I tell people, let's be honest here, and this is the same thing in the past with all Niner defenses from these last couple of years they've had. Their secondary is shaky, and they do get carved this fuck up when a good quarterback can actually have a little bit of time and sit back there and throw that ball. That's the only thing that's gonna be their downfall. But I told them it's good. They now have an offense. They now have an offense that can keep up with any other offense in the league. So I think that is the reason why that is the reason why I do give them their credit, because now they're getting what they want. So let's see if they can do it. I honestly, I told my brother the other day, I was like, I don't see no reason why y'all ain't going to the bowl, but just don't forget about that team over there in Philly. Just don't forget about it. The games look shaky.
They want to play them. They want to play them in Santa Clara. They don't want to go to Philly like last year, even though Purdy got hurt and you never know what would happen. But they definitely want to play them in California in January.
Yeah,
instead of Philly. But every time I watch the Niners, they always have a 10-0 lead, like ASAP, 14-0. Yeah. Like I've never seen them play from behind, and that's the one thing that I think a lot of people want to see from Purdy. Like, let's see if you're down 14-0 real quick. Like, let's see how you act, because he's never seen it, So I do want to see that before I'm ready to fully say they're the best team, because Purdy really hasn't seen any adversity ever. So eventually it's going to happen.
Thing about it. And that's my whole thing about it, But I will say, and I don't want to take. All right. So look, let me say, yes, you guys right now on
the best.
You guys are the best team in the league.
I'll give it to them for sure.
But I'm definitely gonna say just how when they have the whole conversation of a running back backfield by committee, you guys are 1A and Philly's 1B. I'm not gonna sit here and not give Philly the flowers that they deserve, because regardless, the team that usually loses the Super Bowl does not do what they're doing right now. They usually have an issue, a funk. They go into stuff. They usually lose a lot of games. Like even after Cincinnati lost the Super Bowl, they did do good the next year, but they still struggled in the beginning. They still kind of it was one of those things where they had to shake the rust off. Philly's not shaking the rust off. Philly's just trying to get it together, because at the end of the day, the offense coordinator that they had moved on. So their offense, defense and that's what I'm saying. So losing a lot of that, at the end of the day, same team, mainly same team, but losing those two at the same time and to still be undefeated, don't let them get it together.
All right, so you.
At the end of the day, yes,
I just want you to just if you're gonna say it, bro, I don't want you to tiptoe on the line. I know this is tough for you. I know, Roach. It's okay. You see the hat. You see what I'm wearing, bro. This is tough for us, but I'm okay with saying, hey, them Santa Clara boys are the truth.
I said it. They're the best team in the league right now. Right now, I'll give it to them. Only thing I want is just because, and it's just because at the end of the day, I'm a football guy. I'm not just a fan. I enjoy the game. I enjoy how it's played, and so I like people just to be honest with things when they see it, so they're not surprised when a loss happens or when something happens and they see something get exposed. I feel like I'm informing people. What I'm saying? I'm showing them what to look for when they're watching the game. What I'm saying? Or I'm giving you tools when you're talking with your friends about football, about how to improve your team and how you think your team can do better. I'm just trying to do that for people, help you understand the game a little more. That's one thing that I try to do. I'm saying? I'm not always trying to troll people, but I'm just trying to get you to understand the game and try to get you to get it, but also, a little bit of troll,
At the end
of the day, They act like we're their biggest rivals and we ain't even in their division, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But I will still sit here and give people their credit and credit's due. I said their offense is a well-oiled machine right now. Brandon Ayuk is going fucking crazy. This kid is fucking going off. Like, not even the fact of Purdy running it. And I love what's going on with McCaffrey running the ball, doing everything. They're giving the ball, but they need to be careful because at the end of the day, everybody knows McCaffrey's a little ginger sometimes, and he can get hurt really fast. So you don't want to run him too early. I feel like they need to lose Elijah a little more. So just so you can get McCaffrey for the long run, because the last thing you want is McCaffrey to do what he's known to do is break down at the end of the season when you need him the most, because you ran him into the ground all throughout the regular season, to get there. So I feel like they need to go ahead.
Well, their game this weekend is actually interesting. I know Deshaun Watson's not playing, so they probably won't have a problem with the Browns with their offense for the Browns. But Cleveland's defense is actually one of the best in the league. So I do want to see how San Francisco does with them, because they got some boys over there with Cleveland's defense. So I want to see how they match up with them. Are they going to push them around how they've been pushing everybody else around? Like, I don't think they'll be able to do that. But I do want to see if they're able to score 20, 30 points on them, because nobody's done that so far for Cleveland against Cleveland.
I think it will happen, just because also if Watson's not playing, PJ Walker is good. He's good, but that is a person or an offense that the Niners were known for turning over a lot.
So they might have short field.
But even with that, like, the defense just scoring, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they take advantage of quarterbacks that are new to the system, not supposed to be the starter, and they really go get after them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really make them make. And at the end of the day, I love the fact that they lost defensive coordinators back-to-back years, and their defense is still doing the same thing, bro. Like, that's a system that so there's somebody up there like, look, all right, look, you can come coach us, but this is what's going on.
This is how we do things.
This is how we do it. If you ain't doing this, you can turn around and back your ass out that door. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and that's good to see. Trust me, like I said, I appreciate good football. I watch that. They are an animal, and I played defense when I played in high school. This was my shit. I love to watch a good defense, but also doing that, I can see where there's just some things that they have to tighten up on. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I see no issue why they can't win it, but I also see an issue with another quarterback, one of these greats. Like, they got to play the Mahomes again, the Hurts again. You know what I'm saying? Can come in there and just run around like a chicken with his head cut off and start carving that secondary up. You know what I'm saying? That was always their problem.
A lot of season left. They definitely won the first quarter of the season. I'll give them that. We just get into the second quarter, so we'll keep an eye on the Niners. So for next up, man, we had a lot of injuries, and I know we don't like to talk about our fantasy team too much, but Justin Jefferson, which is probably the best receiver in football, he was putting up 20, 25 every week. He does it no matter what. You don't even got to look at what he's doing. Like, he's going to have 25 points.
Easy.
So he goes down with a hamstring injury versus Chiefs. We see Devon A-Chain, which is my guy too. I know you had him in the league. He goes down, bro. I ain't never seen it. Like, he was the perfect running back for what they're doing in Miami. He goes down with the knee injury. He's on IR for at least the next 4 weeks. It's just every week, bro. It's somebody every week. Like, how are you doing? First of all, we don't got to get too deep into your fantasy leagues, but, like, how do you maintain that when such crucial people are, getting hurt?
So I want to speak to it more as like an organization side compared to fantasy. Like, at the end of the day, fantasy football, we love it. It sucks. For me, just to tip on it right quick, for me, it sucks. I had just Jefferson A-Chain and one team, and and right before that, I got to traded half my other people on my team away to get more talent, and it was like, now I'm like, fuck, but it's okay. I'm not tripping. At the end of the day, it's a game we play, game we choose to play, and the injuries are part of the game. But to speak to it as an organization part for Miami, I think that's gonna be hard, but that also is good because they have the same problem that the Niners used to have. their players break down at the end of the season. Mostert usually doesn't make it to the end of the season. Jeff Wilson usually doesn't make it to the end of the season. So this kid, and unfortunately, I don't want to wish an injury on no soul, but the kid getting hurt, and then actually now he's gonna have to sit down, and he can turn around and come back pretty much towards he'll come back at the end of the at the start of the third quarter of the season. Because I kind of picture the season as in 3 quarters, every 6 games, 18 weeks, 6 games, 3 quarters. So he'll come back right there, right actually before that start of that. All he needs to do a couple games and ramp up. He can ramp up. He'll get ready. He'll be able to play, and you'll have him ready when it's time to come to playoffs. Because at the end of the day, you see that kid floating on the field, bro. He moves so fluently. It's crazy. I love watching football when you see a player that just seems like he's going so fast. He's going so much faster than everybody else, but it looks like he's going so slow. And that's what he looks like. And so that's amazing. The Justin Jefferson thing, I hate to say this, and I'm only saying this as a fantasy football owner, but also as somebody that watches a lot. I kind of had a feeling this was going to happen.
Because he hasn't really missed time before.
Yeah. And when they use him every play, every play, everything is focused around him. It's everything everybody in this world know that when they drop back, the balls go to Jefferson, and nobody can stop it. Like, what kind of that's like one of those things where it's like, all right, now at a certain point, his body can only do so much. You got to give the man some plays off. You got to help them. One thing about NFL athletes is they're young, right? They're young. They're ready to go. They're all, they condition themselves. They try to condition themselves for this. They build up for this. They want to be on the field 24/7. That's how they build their name. But sometimes as a coach, you have to save the player from the player. That's the reason why you have other people in your depth charts. That's the reason why you have other people that should be not equally as talented, but talented too, to be able to step in when the star needs a break. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if a lot of these coaches would really kind of step back and realize that, then a lot of these players won't get hurt like this and have to take 4, 6, 7 games away from their season. And honestly, really take a chance on an injury that can really kind of mess up their money going forward.
Yeah. This is an interesting time for the Vikings, man, because I'm looking at the Vikings, right? And they're 1-4. Kirk Cousins is a free agent at the end of the year. Justin Jefferson didn't get his rookie contract extension. So there's a chance, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, and people might think I'm crazy by saying this. There's a chance he might not play again this year. And I say that not because his hamstring is that bad. It's just if you're 3-8 and we're about to get into this Caleb Williams situation, what is the point of him coming back to a 3-8 team and they might trade Kirk Cousins and try to get draft picks? What is the point when he's already trying to get a rookie contract extension in the offseason? Like, why am I going to rush back with my hamstring? Because you already know how hamstrings are anyway. You saw what happened with Cooper Kupp. As soon as he came back, he hurt his again. Like, there's a chance, bro, we might not see him again this year. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
I haven't. I've thought about it, but I also put it in my head that I know there's a good chance he's not. So I really haven't even twirled with the thought. This is my fantasy football mind thinking now. Of course. So I was like, damn, that sucks. But I feel for him, and if I was in his situation, knowing they're gonna give me they're gonna hand me a blank check.
He's about to be the highest paid.
They're gonna hand me a blank check. So I want to go out there and prove that I deserve it, and I'm here for the long run. I'm not just here for the money. I'm here to win, and I want to win regardless of where we are in the season. I want to fight for every win to show that when it comes down to that championship time, we down 30, we down like 20-something at half, 30, even by the time they're in that game against the Colts and they're down 30 at half and turn around and came back, say, I want to show that type of dog. Like, I'm here for that. So I'm seeing how prideful Justin Jefferson is, and I've noticed that with this game. I hope we're both wrong. I do hope you're wrong. And I hope he comes back. And I hope that they realize the connection between Cousins and Justin Jefferson can get them something, and they turn around and just go get them a defense, bro. Because if these niggas had a D and no disrespect to some people that I know play on that defense. Josh Martellus that we talked about earlier. At the end of the day, there's just I think the coordinator is just it's not running the right system, and they're just missing a couple other things. Like it's not like the defensive line they used to have back in the day. It's not like some of the linebackers are they keep changing them out a lot. I feel like their secondary, they're good safety wise. I always love they always had good safeties on the Vikings, but their corners, like when they gave Patrick Peterson that second run, I was like, bro, that was a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not it. Yeah, he's not it.
1 year run.
So I think that we might not see him again. It sucks if Kurt leaves, but where's Kurt gonna go?
Kirk is out of here, bro. I'm telling you now. I don't know. Like, you never know. Like it doesn't see it in your face right now, but like it's always something. Like Atlanta, if Atlanta messes up, like you never know, bro. There's always something out there for him.
I can give you three. I can give you three right now. Atlanta, the Bucks.
Yep.
Because they'll try to keep Mike Evans around. But the only reason why I don't want to say Atlanta is because Atlanta's not ready to win right now. He's gonna go to a win now team. It'll be like the Bucks. I can see the Cowboys.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't. You can't see it right now, but you know how the offseason goes, right? Like people are moving, and you never see it coming all the time.
Bro.
Yeah,
I can see a Bob literally wake up one morning breaking news. Dak's traded for. No, actually, Kirk Cousins traded for Dak and 3 first-round picks, like out the door, bro. Like I can see that happening so bad. But
so let's get into because like I said, I mentioned it with Caleb Williams and the Vikings, bro. That's a serious contender for him. If that happened, and I know you probably want to get into what Caleb said, but if he ended up on the Vikings with Justin Jefferson, that would be crazy. That would break the internet. Man, we talk about stacks in fantasy. That is the craziest stack I would ever see.
Would I be considered like a bandwagon if I just become a Caleb Williams like everybody else be doing?
Yeah,
bro. So I'm officially no longer a football fan. I'm a Caleb Williams fan, so I'm allowed to change teams now, right?
Yeah, I feel like the tanking is already beginning. Because I watched the Broncos on Thursday, and there's no way you can tell me that they're trying to win games. They're not trying to win.
How you hold the Chiefs to 10 points in the first half? I think it was something like that.
16, 10, 16, something like that. Something low that they normally don't do.
And you lose the game. And these niggas, the Chiefs defense is everybody knows their ass. Like everybody knows that the only reason why the Chiefs are good is because they outscore everybody and they get a stop every once in a while. Like, come on, man. Honestly, that is. I also know that if there's one thing about Sean Payton, he wants his quarterback.
He looks outdated.
Russell, I don't think he looks outdated. The offense looks.
That's what I think. I think he looks outdated.
If you really look at that offense, watch. Have you watched one of their games? Because I have Cortland Sutton, so I'll be watching their games. And he's on like a lot of my fantasy teams. He's like an X factor for me. He's actually been doing really good. Watch their games. That offense, there's always somebody hella open, bro. Like,
okay, I'm watching on third and short. He got 2 wide receivers. I'm like, bro, who does 2 wide receiver sets anymore in 2023?
You're right. I seen that, but even on that, some of those things, the play still works. But so I looked at tight end is open. Even on one of them, there was one of them. I remember he called hike. It was I think it was a 2 wide receiver set. Actually, it was it 11 personnel? No, I think it was 12. It was a 2 wide receiver. It was a 12 personnel, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and a fullback, the Burton kid. But they called hike. I remember he rolled to the right. Burton blocked, and then he rolled right, and there it is. Burton just went off. There was 2 linemen sitting in front of him, and Burton was right there. If he would have just looked left and threw it, the kid probably would have scored. But it's literally like that is. I feel like that was a design play, but Russell is not looking. He's not. He's trying to ad lib. Yeah, he's trying to ad lib. Yeah, he lost it. He's trying to ad lib like he knows Russell is.
Yeah, it's a combination of the two. Like I feel like Sean Payton is. You could disagree, but I feel like he's outdated. But also, Russ is not as athletic as he used to be, and he's just lost it, bro. He's just not the same guy. So I think the combination of the two.
I can't say I just can't say he's outdated because that offense when he had Drew Brees was a fucking machine that you couldn't stop, and people knew that shit. And I think it's just because it's just not the right quarterback.
It's
He
not the
needs
right
a quarter.
quarterback.
Yeah. He needs a
Yeah, it's not.
quarterback that's gonna do what he says, what he needs. Like fuck your ad libs, nigga. Listen to what the fuck I'm telling you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I really
ad
hope
libs.
he doesn't. Yeah, I really hope Caleb doesn't end up on the Broncos. And what's his list, man? I know you sent it to me the other day. I'm gonna pull up, and this is a quote from Caleb Williams, right?
Quote. Well, so the other day, to give you guys some context, I was just scrolling through and then rolling across this little tweet on my boy's page he posted, which is breaking news. And this is Caleb Williams says he can make more money playing in the USC next year as a rookie in the NFL, allowing him to, and they're saying this is allowing him to pick which NFL team he goes to, which is true. We know these kids are signing some crazy ass NIL deals, and at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure he could make more money. But
he probably could.
The thing that he did say, which is very intriguing to a lot of people, he says he will only play for numero uno. Honestly, man, I don't care about the rest on this list, but we're gonna start from the bottom to the top on this list, right? The bottom to the top. The 49ers.
Let's go through this real quick. That's not happening.
I'm joking.
That's not happening.
I'm joking. It's not happening. And that's the thing too. And then I said that's out. And that's the thing I want to do. I want to go through and tell you guys the teams I know are getting crossed off who has a better chance. We're gonna cross off the first two first that he's talking about. The 49ers. That's out. That's out. They have Brock Purdy. You know they love Brock Purdy. You know that at the end of the day, that's what they believe. And I'm pretty sure they're not going to sell the farm. They already sold the farm. They don't have nothing to give.
They've already tried.
So and then we'll go for the next one that's out. The Giants. Giants ain't got nobody for him to play with. They ain't got nobody for him to play with. They gonna suck, but they ain't got nobody for him to play with. They gonna be in the mix.
They gonna be bottom five.
Ain't no talent out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Saquon, but at the end of the day, that's it.
They gonna be bottom five teams, so they could be there.
Okay, so and then we're gonna go on to the next, which is actually I think is a very very good likelihood. The Vikings. If the Vikings do decide to move on for Kirk Cousins, somebody makes a move for him this year, then yes, I think like this. This is what I'm saying. If a team doesn't trade for Kirk Cousins right now, I think that means that the Vikings are turning it down and they're planning on keeping him. Because at the end of the day, that offense that they're running over there it's not the offense. At the end of the day, for the Vikings, it's not the offense. We know that.
Real quick, the trade deadline is like I think Halloween, so that gives you 2 more weeks, right? So Kurt, if you don't win these next 2 games, bro, I'm trying to tell you, he's out of here.
We'll see.
He's out of here, and you already know that means tank for Caleb season is happening.
So we're gonna go on to the next, which is something that I'm kind of scared of because at the end of the day, Jerry's world is Jerry's world. The Cowboys. So my only reason why I don't think the Cowboys have a chance is because they're not going to be so bad this year to the point where they have a low enough draft pick that somebody's gonna want to trade the next year.
They're gonna win
the only thing they'll be able to do is trade Dak. And I'm pretty sure no team that's gonna be 10 down is gonna want Dak as their quarterback.
That's a fact. Why would you do that when you can get Caleb? What's the point?
Fuck that. Or just let Dak walk and turn around and get Kirk Cousins without giving up any of them picks and then use the pick for something else. So and then me lastly, what made me jump out of my seat, you know what I'm saying? The Las Vegas, he didn't say Las Vegas, but I'm saying Las Vegas. The Raiders. Bruh. That shit that came across my screen. I jumped out of the seat, bruh. I said, oh, thank you, hallelujah, because I thought when his daddy dropped that comment about he will stay in the college and he was talking about us and too, I was hot. The minute I see that, I was like, bruh, sell the farm. That shows we have a chance. Taking for Caleb is alive. I promise you, bro. We lose another game. I'm making shirts, and I'm going to the game. I'm going to that Jets game, and I'm handing them out. Take for Caleb.
I was ready when we beat the Packers on Monday. I was ready. I was like, okay, if the season's over, let me just go watch some USC game because I'm ready to go full tank mode. So it's not over. Like
if the kid wants to come just let him go, man.
Come on,
hey,
bro.
Look, Devontae said he's not leaving.
No, he chilling.
He said he's chilling.
Yeah.
He means he gonna be all right. That means hey, hey, that's another thing too. I knew when Devontae said that, and then now this comes out. Devontae's eye would have taken if it's a chance for us to get the kid. You know what I'm saying? There's a chance for us to get the kid. I think he's all right with taking the L this season. And with that is good. That's what's up, bro. Because and if he wants to play for us, let us tank. We out of here. We good. And then we gonna turn around. We gonna anything they want. All we gotta do is make sure we have I would say a top 5 pick. We have a top 5 pick. Whoever's at 1, if it's not us, whoever's at 1, I'm pretty sure we can give them one of that top 5 pick. The next year's pick, our second round pick that year, probably the second round pick that next year, probably one more pick in the future, and we can turn around and get that pick. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to give up 3 first round picks for the next 3 years to get Caleb.
I'm totally fine with it. I just worry about who has the first and second pick right now, and it's the Bears, because the Bears suck. They by themselves. And then they have the Panthers pick, which is probably the worst team in football for sure. So they're going to have the first and second pick. So I don't know how you're going to be able to take away Caleb Williams from them. But that's the only thing I'm concerned about. Like they stole it last year, right? They stole the first pick last year to the Panthers. And I think we should look at how much the Panthers, I think they did 2 first round picks, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be more than that to get Caleb, just to get Bryce Young to 2 first rounds. So what is it going to take for Caleb this year when you got the first and second pick?
So somebody was saying there's a good chance they're going to try to ask for Max. I was like, I don't know if I'd be willing to do that.
No, I can't. Respectfully, I can't because he's actually our identity, bro. I can't do it. He's not the best player in NFL. I'm not saying that, but
he's our heart. He's our heart and soul.
And bro, he actually, like, when I look at Vegas and I look at the Raiders, like, he is the face of Vegas Raiders.
He is. So, but I know at the end of the day that wouldn't be it would be a deal breaker for it matters who it is. But so this is my thing with the Bears. I think the Bears are actually trying to win, though. You know what I'm saying? They want to win. I think they want Justin Fields to be the guy. Even though he doesn't show much, he's struggling to read and stuff like that. They want him to be the guy because he's very talented with his legs, and to have a dynamic player with legs like that, it doesn't come every year. And I think they want him to be the guy. But I can also, like I said, I can see them also kind of doing the same thing. I can see I can see Fields God, bro. But the thing about it is, this is the thing. The Panthers are also winning games, though. They've won a couple. Oh, wait, what's the record right now?
No, they haven't. They are over, bro.
Are they over?
Yes, they're over.
But did they beat? Oh, they did. They did.
No, and that's the thing. They're 0-5, and they have no shot at winning more.
And the Bears are 1-2.
Yeah, the Bears won 1, and the Panthers won 0. That's what I'm saying, bro. You passed up all the quarterbacks last year. You passed up CJ Stroud, who is probably the best quarterback of that last year's draft.
I fucking told everybody.
And now you're gonna pass up on all the quarterbacks again this year. Like, I just don't see him passing up twice on quarterbacks. Now he's gonna have to force his hand. He's gonna have to force his hand and stick to that list.
Hey, let him know. I ain't playing for y'all.
Stick to that list, bro.
Hey, don't draft me because I ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't coming. I ain't doing it. Hit him with the Crabtree. Do how Crabtree did us. How Crabtree did us. Boy,
it's happened. Eli Manning did it. Crabtree did it. John Elway back in the day said, "I'm playing baseball." Right? He did it too. So
I don't give a fuck about this play. I'll go back to college.
Facts. That's a flex though. When you can just say, "I'm gonna stay in college and make more money." That's a flex.
Yeah, that's a flex.
So let's keep it going, man. This is a tough one. You see Colorado last night? Did you see him last night? Okay, let me tell you what I was doing last night. So I'm chilling, right? And I see the Warriors on. I actually didn't even know they was playing. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not paying attention to preseason. But I'm flipping, I see it, I'm like, oh, the Warriors on. Cool. It's like halfway through the first quarter, and then I see Colorado. I knew Colorado was playing, but I turned to the game. They are 22-0. So I'm like, oh, cool. I don't gotta watch this. I'm just see what the Warriors talking about, right?
Yeah.
I go back. It's 29-26. And I'm like, okay, wait, how? Stanford's 1-4. I watched a little bit of the first game when they was playing Hawaii or something, or somebody, I think it was Hawaii, and they won. I was like, oh yeah, Stanford's trash. Okay. Mm-hmm. Travis Hunter's out there. So now I'm locked in. I'm like, okay, everybody in the crowd is like panicked. You can see it on their face. I'm like, is Shedeur hurt? Like, did somebody get hurt? Like, why is this game even this close? Right. So now they catch up. Travis Hunter's getting smoked, and it needs to be said he was getting cooked by that wide receiver from Stanford.
Yeah, no,
Put it on the back of his head, took it, and dragged it into the end zone, bro. And I was like, oh, they're gonna lose. That was the first thing I said. They're gonna lose. So yeah, they go down in overtime, double overtime. Shedeur throws a pick, double overtime, and then they go down and get a field goal and lose. And yeah, Deion wasn't happy.
So I'm not even gonna hold you. I was not watching the game.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why. So I was I got home. I was chilling. I fed the dog, do my normal routine, and then my boy hit me up. Was like, "Hey, come over to the house." You know what I'm saying? So I'm chilling. It's like he was chilling with these couple people. My best friend Eddie hit me up, and like me, all right, yeah, I was out of town. I got nothing to do. Whatever. I come over for a second. I go over there, and this is why the Colorado game is on, right? So the Colorado game's already on. I'm like, all right. And my friends are texting about it in the group chat, everything that's happening. So I'm like, okay, like I don't really have to watch it because one of my boys told me the same thing. They were up 22-0. And I was like, all right, I ain't gonna turn this shit on. And then I was also trying to watch the Warrior game. But my boy's TV wasn't working. So something wrong with his internet connection. We were like in the back room, so we couldn't.
Damn internet connections.
Yeah. So I watched a little bit on my phone, but then we started talking. You know what I'm saying? Friends get to with friends, we started talking. So that started happening. So I kind of put my phone down, and then I end up getting a little drunk, and then just going home. I get home, my fucking dog tears some shit up everywhere, so I'm cleaning up. Just my mind's just like not even on sports. Like I'm not even thinking about sports. So then I get home, and then all right, now out of nowhere, I look at my phone, and my boy goes, "Bro, tell me these things is not about to lose this game." And I go, "What?" And then he goes, "Did you watch the game?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Bro, they're in double overtime, and Stanford's about to kick a field goal to win it." I said, "You're shitting me." He was like, yes. Yeah. I was about to turn it on, but I was like, I don't think I want to. He literally told me they were lined up for the field goal. And so I was like, that happened. I was like, God, Jesus, bro. How? And then he was, bro, what the hell? I said, bro, I told you. I've noticed this. The one thing I love Colorado, bro. It's an amazing story. But if you don't have a fucking running game with your offensive line, and you don't have a fucking defensive line to be able to stop and get penetration and have defense, yeah, you might have one of the best fucking two-way players in the game on the other side. Your safety and your son he is actually very good. That's okay. I feel that. But the other dudes, like, they can't hold up forever. You know what I'm saying? You can't do this shit forever. You can't just keep going on the back of your son just trying to toss the ball around all goddamn day. If you can't run the ball, you're not going to be able to beat none of these powerhouse teams that have these big linemen that they go out and get. Like that. That's it. It's really what it is. Like, and I don't want to. But I told everybody, I was like, at this point, I think I'm not saying they gave up for the season, but they lost the two big games to get them to the national championship pretty much. So I think at this point, he's just trying to get the kids reps because he knows next year when that transfer portal pops up, or just even in the offseason of recruiting, he's going to have to get him some linemen, a lot of linemen. If that team, if they get linemen, that team is a legit championship contender if they get linemen.
Yeah, another thing is the Pac-12 is not a joke this year. Like every team is actually pretty good. Like Washington and Oregon about to play in a couple hours, and they're both in the top 10. You got USC, you got Oregon State, you got Washington State. Bro, they're all ranked. So
what did I say? What I say when we talked about this shit before, when we talked about everybody leaving, I said it's crazy to me because every division, I mean, every conference has their years. And we at a certain point we used to run it. Our year was coming. It's
coming
back.
back.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
back.
It's back. Like
in the last year of it being formed, it's back. But yeah, like you said about the lineman is the biggest part. Like you can have all the athletes in the world on the outside, but you got to have linemen. And then also, it's about to get cold out here, so you got to be able to run the ball. Like you said, if you can't run the ball, which now they got film on these guys. I think at the beginning of the season, a lot of people didn't know what they was trying to do out here. Now you got.
I think a lot of people didn't care because it was still Colorado, and they thought Deion wasn't that good.
Yeah, but it's Stanford's Super Bowl to play them. You know what I mean? Like I watched them celebrate. They all like this in the camera, like they all holding up their wrists after the game. I'm like, you're 2-4. I respect it. This is your Super Bowl, but this is everybody's big game of the year, especially teams when you know like you're probably not even going to make a bowl game. So,
but it's just like you said before. Everybody's gearing up to play Deion. They're not gearing up to play Colorado.
Yep, so. It's Deion. It's Deion and Shador.
Them two have to understand that, and they got to be up for the challenge. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You're very bravadish. You are kind of brash. You know. At the end of the day, you're prime and prime's kid. You know what I'm saying? We know what Deion is, and you got to be able to throw it out, but you got to be able to observe it. And honestly, I will say they've never complained. So I'm not gonna I'm not trying to say that. Yeah, he doesn't run from it. But I will say, like, he knows. And I told my friend, I literally told one of my friends when they were before the game, when they played, who'd they play? Was it Oregon? No, not Oregon first.
Arizona State.
No. The first loss.
The first loss. Oregon. It was Oregon.
Was it Oregon?
Yeah, they went to Oregon.
Yeah, because then they played USC. They played USC. Yes, I told them before the Oregon game. I literally said it was fun. I know it, but I really believe when they get to playing these powerhouse teams that they're gonna lose because they still needed to. They're still missing that part of the game that they need. And I also said that next year, I promise you, and I can almost guarantee it. If he can just go get a couple linemen, and I know there's going to be some in the transporter, people are going to want to play for Prime. It's exposure for them, like crazy exposure for them. I was like, they're going to want to play for him. And if he gets the right ones, that team is, I promise you, they will be in that national championship tournament at least. Maybe not maybe not the national championship, but they'll be in that college football playoff. Like, I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, but tough loss, man. Overall, tough loss. I say it gets uglier before it gets better this season because, like you said, you still got a lot of them ranked teams on your schedule before the season's over. So keeping it going, man. The Bay Area is getting a WNBA team, and we're gonna touch on this real quick. I actually wanted to surprise you with some team names that I think, and I want to get your opinion on some of these team names. So the WNBA is getting the Bay Area is getting a team 2025. There's no team name that's announced.
Okay.
So I got 5 for you, and I want you to tell me what you think of these 5. All right. So this is which one should I start with? So
wait, first of all, are they gonna be playing in Chase?
They're gonna be based in Oakland, is what they said, but they're gonna play at Chase.
Okay,
so they want to stick to the name.
I remember that came out. I remember that came out, and I remember I didn't know where they were playing. I thought they were going to be playing at the fucking at Oracle. I was about to be.
I think that would be dope to play at Oracle. I
think they should
to keep like an Oakland kind of feel to it. You know what I mean? And that's actually one of the names I have here.
Okay, go ahead.
I got the Golden State Panthers for the Black Panthers that started in Oakland. So that's one. Second one.
That might be too political for the world.
Okay, now this one might be too sexist. I got San Francisco Stallions.
Definitely too sexist.
Hey, some of them, bro. Some of them be dressing at their makeup.
But that is a Bay Area name for real that a Bay Area dude would say because we all about we love our women out here.
Come on. All right. So this is for all the robberies out there, Bay Area bippers, because it's a lot of car break-ins right now. You know what I mean? And they be stealing that ball, bro. They to the cup.
The Bay Area Bippers. But you said they wanted to keep the Golden State, so it'd be the Golden State Bippers.
You're right. So Golden State
Golden
Bippers.
State
Golden
Bippers.
State Bippers.
Hey, that lightweight, that little ring to it. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. I'm saving
Golden
the best
State Stallions. Golden State Stallions.
Well, I'd also put /Vixens. I also put that there too.
I don't think the part.
All right, two more. Golden State Renegades. How does that feel for you? Okay. All right, and then my last one, I actually like this because of the weather too of the Bay Area. So the Golden State Breeze.
I like that.
I like that.
So there's I like that one. I like that one because I'm almost 100% sure they would probably try to play off the color scheme of the Warriors. And Breeze.
You should stick to that. You should stick to the blue and yellow.
But then again, I don't know. I kind of want them to have their own identity.
They probably will. They probably will have their own identity.
I want them to have their own identity.
But yeah, shout out to the WNBA now. What you think?
So your Golden State Breeze is definitely a good one. The first what was the first one you said?
The Panthers, Golden State Panthers.
Okay, the first one, the last one. Yeah, high consideration.
Golden State Stallions, Golden State Renegades. I got one more. Golden State Quakers. I forgot about that one.
We already got.
But we already got the Earthquakes. We already got the
No, but the Renegades. The Renegades sound like one of our old AAU teams, so I'm kind of good off that.
Okay.
The Stallions and the Vixens. If this was a Bay Area basketball league, all women, that'd be the day easily. Sure. It'd be the day because this is how we get down. We from the home of the players and the pimps. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
what it is. But I would definitely say the other one you said.
The Bippers.
The Golden State Bippers is my number one.
Bro, they gonna be stealing the ball. Come on, it goes perfect. It goes perfect with what's going on in the Bay right now.
The Golden State Bippers is my number one selection. That's wild. Honestly, I'm happy because that's cool. At the end of the day, everybody knows the Bay Area's fan base is always been the strongest. Everybody knows if there's one thing. Besides us all being divided on the Niners and the Raiders, if there was only one football team in the Bay Area, I hope y'all know we would take over every single fucking stadium across the world when our team played because we are probably, I feel the Bay Area has some of the greatest fans of each sport, each team, and I'm giving you Niner fans your flowers, so stop getting mad at me. Listen to what I'm saying. You guys are great. You travel great just like we do. We all try to show up for our teams, and we're all there. And as you can see how we are for the Warriors, bro. When it comes to the Warriors, we're united out here. So, it's crazy. Our parades be nuts. Like, bro, we shut this shit down. And I would love for it to have a chance at that. It'll be cool. It also would give another thing we could do throughout the season. The Bay Area needs to get back to having more events, things that people can come out here to see, other than hearing about the bad news of, being robbed and things like that. Because if there's one thing about coming to the Bay, I try to tell people, you're coming to the Bay for the culture. You're really not coming here for the sights and the stuff like that. Like, the Frisco's an amazing place to look at. Downtown Oakland's an amazing thing to experience. There's a lot of things that's nice. The water, the bridges, doing all that stuff is cool. But more so, it's the culture, the people out here that you get to meet is what people really come here and gravitate to. And to have another event to be able to attend, to meet some of these people, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I already know the Bears are going to get behind this team. Like I already know they're gonna have a large fan base like really quick, and women's basketball is growing so much every year. I went to my first WNBA game this year in LA, and I'm not saying I was surprised. It was just there was a lot more people than I expected at the game because you just never know when you see it on TV. But yeah, there was a lot of women, a lot of dads bringing their daughters to games, so I already see where they're gonna go with it. So salute to them. So. We're going to start a new segment here on this podcast where we're going to bring in viral videos that we see throughout the week. we're gonna talk about it. Sometimes it's gonna be sports, sometimes it's not gonna be sports related. We both got a video that we want to share with you guys. Roach, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Which one you want to kick off? I think
you tell me.
Let's do mine first, since it's still on the sports.
Okay. Cool.
And then we'll do yours after.
Cool. Let's do it.
So let me give you guys a little just how to say. I don't even need to give y'all context because it's a sports podcast. Most people that's on here should know what's going on. But I'm going to show you why I want to play this video. This is not to it is. It is. It is what it is. I'm about to play it. I'm gonna just let y'all see, because I know I'm gonna get some lashback for it, but who cares? I need y'all to listen.
It's autograph.
His teeth bothered me so much.
I don't know what the fuck.
Jerry Rice? Babe, shut up.
My nigga. This is the shit I be talking about. Everybody likes to yell and get mad at me when I be saying I hate those Niner fans that are the ones that always talk about their first thing they say. This is a nigga right here. The first thing that he says when they lose a game, well, the fucking Raiders still suck. That's one of them fans right there. And this is the shit that I can't fucking stand. This nigga got a brand new fucking hat for a little Niner hat he probably bought in the fucking store on the way to the game. Came in with a white tee on, first of all. Second of all, he got them seats hella low because they're expensive. So that means he probably got a good job and he knows it's cool to go to Niner games nowadays. You know what I'm saying? He probably just walked out of Great America out of drop zone and decided to go to the game. Anyways, and then on top of that, you don't know. And I'm not even saying this as being a Niner fan. If you are at a football fucking game and you love football and you don't know who the fuck Jerry Rice is, there is a problem. Houston, we have a problem. This is the shit I'm talking about. And this is the same type of shit when I hop on and I have something to say about a Niner fan, and then the real fans that I know that are fans, people that I know that know the game, love the game, been here for years, get all mad at me for me saying some shit. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him. Because that's the shit I can't stand. Come on. I had somebody in my DMs when I posted this shit. So you mean to tell me he would know who it is if it had the Raider jersey on? Nigga, no, that is not what we talking about here. I'm talking that is some bullshit. And y'all be accepting these niggas. Let that be a Raider game. Let me be sitting behind him and this girl give him a Tim Brown jersey. That nigga say that shit. I'm smacking him in the back of the head. I'm grabbing the jersey and I'm kicking him out the game. You need to go.
All right. So, yeah. I feel like a lot of these players or a lot of these fans, you don't know your history. And I'm not saying you need to know everybody from the 1983 team, but I definitely think you should know the best player that's ever put on a jersey for your franchise. If you decide to be a fan of that team, you got to at least know the Joe Montanas, the Jerry Rices. You got to know those guys. I'm not saying you need to know, Jeff Garcia, but you got to definitely know who Jerry Rice is, bro. Like that's the bare minimum. Like that's we got to know our history a little bit. Like, come on, please.
I've been holding on to that since that.
You let it out, bro. It's okay. Yeah. You let it out.
Boy, and like I said, people look at me as a Niner hater. I'm never a Niner hater. I just be defending my team. And that's really what it is. The minute y'all say something about us, I defend my team. And I point out how much there are fans on your side that don't even know what the fuck they talking about. But they first line out their mouth is fuck the Raiders. The Raiders suck. At least we're better than the Raiders. At least our team is still here. Hoobity blah blah, hoobity hoobity hoobity, all that shit. Them are the same fans that go to the game and be fighting each other. Tell me how many times you see viral videos of Raider fans fighting each other. Ain't that many. We be fighting each other. Don't get it twisted. Sometimes
we do now.
Yeah,
I seen the girls.
but it ain't that bad.
Yeah, the girls are putting paws on each other, but it ain't like that. It definitely ain't like that.
But and look, and to the Niner fans that did slide in my DMs and talk the same shit I talk, you are the one.
Your DMs?
Oh, bro, I had a couple. But you want to know something? And I'm gonna give the credit to the ones. There was a lot of them that were Niner fans. They were like, this should make me sick. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit, I don't like that shit either. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. And them was the ones I know are real fans. Those are the people I know I can sit down and have a football conversation about you and your team with. That's the person that I will sit there and will revert back to what Jeremy was trying to get me to say that it was in the best of NFL. I'll tell that to them type of fans. But him, he getting flamed. He deserves flamed. He deserves to get flamed. Hey, one of my boys cracked me up. He said his girl should have got up and left him the business.
I would have snatched your jersey back. I'd have been like, okay,
relationship over.
Yeah, we good here. Thank you.
All right, so with that, we're not gonna cover too much. We're gonna let Jeremy talk about what he wants. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I went off.
You have to do that. I think that's fair. I think Niner fans should understand that's fair too. And it didn't even have to be him. That could be, bro. That could be the Dolphins. That could who's Dan Marino? Like you should know that. Like you should know that.
And that's why I tried to tell my boy. I said it just so happened that it happened to be a Niner fan.
Yeah.
I promise you. Even if this video was a fucking Raider fan with a Tim fucking Brown jersey, I would be still going off right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's just so happy. Yeah, it wasn't fucking.
It's them though. It's them. So they're gonna be
because you niggas make me sick. Fuck.
All right. You gonna play mine or what we doing?
All right, so we gonna get into JJ. So we gonna shift it off the sports.
Yeah, so mine's off the topic of sport. We want to expand slightly. I know Roach wants to expand a little bit outside of sports, and I've been trying to stay in my sports bag, but I'm trying to branch out a little bit, right? Because I don't want to come out here sounding crazy about stuff, but this is my bag. Like I gotta be honest. This is what I love right here.
I'm gonna say this before we get to this though. The whole point of this podcast when we started is to keep it real.
We
no
got
timeouts. We ain't gonna take breaks. And if we can't keep it real on this next topic and pertaining to this next topic, even anything has to do with relationships, women, like dating and stuff like that, and people can't respect it, then you shouldn't be listening to this. You shouldn't be listening.
And if there's something crazy out here that guys are doing, we're gonna hold them accountable to. It just happens to be the first one that we talk about.
So with that being said, let's present the
play this video, man. Go ahead, play this video.
This shit wild as hell. Oh man. Hold on, we got start it over. My bad. We got started over.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes.
Hey, the figure.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Okay.
You're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah.
This
is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
Like this.
I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it. Yeah, come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we are gonna talk about it. We are definitely gonna talk about it. Now, first and foremost, the Cheesecake
Factory. Nobody wears somebody else's hair. Go tell me where the hell I'm taking you.
I was actually gonna go to. Looks like this. Let's start on that. So when she says looks like this, a green dress. What is that? Was that purple lipstick? I just want to make sure I'm clear. Okay.
Purple lipstick. And I think her eyeshadow was like orange.
Okay. I do not There's a lot of first dates, bro. I do not take women on dinner dates, and if I do, I make it very clear it's a dinner date, right? I like to do chill stuff, coffee. Let's go, let's have a drink, cool, things like that, right? I think dinner is too personal for a first date. That's just me personally, right?
Yeah.
But what is wrong with the Cheesecake Factory? Like, I don't want to date anybody that is too cool or thinks that is
down on the Cheesecake Factory, bro. Hey,
Cheesecake Factory is not like we can still do the Nobus and stuff. That's not every day. That's not every week, right? So if you're too good to go to Cheesecake Factory on a Tuesday, then I don't even want to take you to Nobu on a special occasion or whatever the occasion is. I don't want to.
Don't be asking for Nobu if you don't even look like you can afford it your damn self. Let's just be honest here. Like, first of all, I'm gonna address why you hating on the Cheesecake Factory?
Cheesecake Factory, ain't nothing wrong with Cheesecake Factory now.
My nigga,
ain't nothing wrong with it.
And if he took you to a chain restaurant, he took you to the best one out of the chains.
There's tiers to it. Cheesecake is one of the top tier chain restaurants.
And if somebody got something to say to me about it, so you need to check yourself too. That's the one thing about this world, and one thing that this world and perception of the internet and all these stars and all this shit is doing to the people, fucking up the dating scene, making people feel like he got to take you to Mastros and hella shit, all this other bullshit, just to be able to fucking because he look good. What that's what we supposed to bring to the table. What happened to getting to know somebody? I'm gonna fall in love with people for natural things other than they bring to the table. The craziest thing is that you played this the other day. I was scrolling on my phone, and it was one of those times, when the dudes be in the streets in the streets interviewing women and dudes hella late, and one dude goes, "So what does a guy have to bring to the table to date you?" And the girl, and honestly, the crazy thing is sometimes you think these girls say this shit just in front of a camera. She kept it lit. You could tell because she looked at him. She didn't even look at the camera. She looked at him. She was like, well, what do you mean? He was like, well, how much money does he need to make you? She goes, money, nothing. My love is priceless. She was like, as long as you're treating me good, doing what you're supposed to, handling your business. Like, yeah, if you got a job, you work at your job, you paying your bills, you doing your part, but you're there for me and you care for me, I don't care. And dude goes, so even if that dude he lives on his mama, yeah, it's good. I don't know about his situation prior to what was going on, the reason why he's living with his mother. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on. I don't know. That had nothing to do with me. That's what she said. Until I figure it out, till I make it my problem. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not going to judge him for that. That's not what love is about. You here to get to know somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
That shit was not, and that shit was crazy to me. And then you play this video, I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, the dude's he even got out the car to open your door. Men don't even do that.
He wasn't even sure what was going on. Like, I feel like the first date, you're just trying to get to know somebody. Like, is there a vibe? Like, do we get along? Like, I don't even know you well enough to say that I want to sit down with you at a 5-star restaurant. Like, I don't even know you well enough. Man. And this is what's wrong with like men and women. But men and women need to sit down and I'm talking about the single men and women need to sit down and figure out, like, why are we so disconnected on dating right now? Because their perception of dating and our perception of dating is so off. Like, we just got to sit down and figure it out. Like, there was another video, we're not going to show it, but Rosh, I sent it to you about the lady ordering 1 million oysters and the dude just offered to take her to drinks. Right. So as a man, if you offer drinks, like, you should expect somebody to want to eat something too. Like, you should expect that. But she went crazy. That was just her appetizer. Then she ordered some entrees and 4
dozens of fucking oysters. That is 48 oysters. Hey, that she didn't even share.
Slurping it all through the video.
Let me get to that part. I wasn't even talking about the fact that, dude, she didn't even share. One time during this video, you can see it wasn't even had over. She didn't try. You literally watched her record herself eat every single one, and then turn around and had the audacity to order another drink. And turn around, what am I going to eat now?
So the dude ended up leaving her, and he cashed after her, Venmo'd her some money for his drink that he had. But I just think we're so disconnected on the dating scene, bro. We all go and. Glad you found somebody, Rosh, but I'm saying there's going to be a lot of people that are going to end up 65 because they're stuck in their ways. You know what I mean? And I'm just letting you know, bro, we got to sit down and talk. to these women.
And honestly, man, and look, yes, I do have somebody, love her to death, and we know, but I've been out there, I know what it is, and just like advice, it's like, bro, like people need to stop taking some food of themselves. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like at the end of the day, that dude that's in your DMs, that's like not the big flashy dude with the chains out every night buying bottle service and shit. That dude probably got a better job than the dude that's up there popping them bottles the night before. He probably got a better head on his shoulders than that dude. He probably got a mama that actually care about him. He probably ain't got nothing that you gonna catch if you don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He probably's better off for you in the long run. And I'm talking to you females out there that sometimes be searching for something that you don't need to be searching for. You know what I'm saying? I've noticed that. I have female friends. I have people. I've noticed this how it is. Everybody's searching for the better thing instead of searching for what's for them. And sometimes what's for you doesn't mean that it looks better or it might you want it better. What's for you is what's for you. And sometimes you have to look into who a person is to find that out. And if you are worried about material things and worry about what's on the surface and worried about what everybody thinks of you or thinks of how that person looks or what that person does or what he wears, you're never going to find love. You're never going to find it.
So
Ever.
two more things I want to say on this, because since we opening this part up and you left me to a good point. I think a lot of, and I want to take the women's side because I think a lot of guys are not honest with what they're actually looking for. And I think guys are just trying to hide. Like if you're just trying to smash, like I feel like you need to just be honest in what your intentions are. But also, I think a lot of times people look at social media and they'll look at their social media and be like, oh, he's not lit enough. Like he's not outside enough. He's not spending enough money. When maybe he's just working and he don't have time to be trying to post all the time, or he's just not into social media like that. Like I've seen that a lot. Yeah, I don't got time to just be posting all the time. Like I'm working.
But also
you know what I mean?
To go back to what you said that first time, it's that's for real, bro. Like it's I feel bad, bro. I feel bad because I know it's hard. It's hard, bro. It's hard. Like I can, like I said, I can talk about this all day because I see it. You know what I'm saying? And knowing that I have one, I watch how people. But guys, I tell guys like this, and even my girl can attest to it when we got together. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say this and be real because I got people that watched the episode from back in the day. My girl knows I had a life before her. I always did that. Every time I met a girl and had an intention, I would always, that literally was probably within the first 5 conversations we would have, my intentions. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I'm not here to waste your time. I don't want you wasting mine. Because at the end of the day, yes, I'm looking for love, but also I met you and I don't know if I'm love attracted to you, but I am smash attracted to you. So I'm going to let you know. I'm real with you. Look, hey, I'm really trying to, like, we can be friends, we can be cool, whatever you want to do, but I just want to see it do it to do it. Just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Because and I know it's gonna be crazy, and I'm just saying, like, when me and my girl first got this, that's what it was. We literally, she said that to me. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what got me, because I was like, damn, she like me. Like, she like me. Like, she did it, but at the end of the day, well, we are now, 10 years down the road. Obviously that worked in her favor. It was a good time. So we're still here. But it just says, like, but at the end of the day, if you set those expectations, when it doesn't work out, we're not getting these people on the internet exposing somebody, talking shit, fuck this person. That you go to a party, you go to a club nowadays or something, you see this person, you gotta leave because you want to be around them because of bullshit. And then even the guys, like, bro, like, you guys over here, saying one thing and saying it different, but they're getting mad when the girl falls for you, realize you got a whole like family or some shit, hella shit, and then fucks up your world. But
it's bad both sides.
Yeah, but you mad because you was over here telling her the world, you was selling her a dream. Like, that's the product. And so, like I said, like, it sucks on both sides. And just even like to go back to the video, I know we kind of ranted off to the side, but to go back to that video, like, even that sucks. Like, look how discouraging that is. Like, that, for that to go viral, imagine some dude that literally has the same thing, has a date with a pretty girl, and he wants to impress her. And at the end of the day, he sees that video. Now he goes from taking the girl to, I won't even say fucking Cheesecake Factory. We can say Maggiano's, the Italian restaurant, which is also a fucking chain restaurant, but it's also fucking fire as shit. You know what I'm saying? Go to take her there, and she feels like she shouldn't be going to that place. And I mean, he feels like he wants to take her there. You know, the girl probably don't care, but now he's seen that video, so he's gonna cast out for like Mastros or some shit that's gonna be hella fucking expensive. And at the end of the day, she's over here thinking now he's being materialistic, and it's not what she wanted. Bam, opportunity over, one day it's done. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that some people need to understand that you should never, ever judge a person about what they're bringing to the table financially, because you're never going to find the person that's out there meant for you. Because the point of a relationship is not for, and especially in the day we live in now, this isn't the 1945s, 50s where the man worked and the woman stayed at home. It's not like that no more. We live in a day and age where things are expensive, life is expensive, we got to pay money. A relationship is a 50-50 road. And that comes through everything. And people start realizing that in their head, the dating scene should get better. Because a lot of these women are seeing what these rappers are doing. They're seeing what these rappers are doing, and they want that shit.
we got to come together, man. We got to have like a town hall. Like, hey, yeah, on the 15th of every month, all the men and women just come together and let's just talk. Like,
what are now your expectations?
Yeah, like it's so bad right now. But yeah, we just want to share those videos. We're gonna, keep looking on the internet, see what's going viral, and if it's not sports related, we're gonna expand a little bit, not too much, but we're gonna expand.
My bad. Roche is on a rant day today, but it's some of these topics, just things that I also want to talk about. Been want to talk about just to show y'all. Like I said, there's everybody in this world. This is one thing I've been saying for years, and I know Jeremy's heard me say this. You can learn something from every single person in this world. So no matter what the topic is, what the thing is, you might not like the person, you might not appreciate, they might think that they're crazy, but if you talk some real shit to a person like that, they're gonna say something that's gonna resonate with you. And if you just gotta open your ears and learn what it is, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I want to do these topics, because I know I may talk a lot, but there's gonna be something in there somebody gonna get that might change somebody's life and it'll help. But anyways, to end it out, I think that's it, right? We all done for the day. Just to go back, you ladies, please don't be judging the man for taking your ass to Cheesecake Factory, because Cheesecake is fire. That lemon chicken. I love my lemon chicken. My girl love that chicken masala. You know what I'm saying? We be there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying we be there. You know what I'm saying?
What's those egg rolls I have? Come on, man.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Come on, bro. I'll be in Cheesecake, bro.
Yeah, hey, for real. Hey, to that girl, man, don't be hating on Cheesecake, man. Cheesecake one, bro. But hey,
green
look,
dress,
thank you
purple
guys.
lipstick. Green dress, purple lipstick. That's all I'm saying. All right. Go ahead.
Nah, you good. Hey, guys, we love y'all. Unfortunately, we didn't do an episode last week, but hey, technical difficulties and your boys on vacation, so I get. But we love y'all. We'll see y'all. We still are planning to come to, all our Raider fans are listening. We are still planning to get to a game. Things just ain't been lining up for us, but it's gonna happen. You're gonna see us get some interviews out. Definitely want to get some, a nice little YouTube video for y'all to see yourselves out there. But like I always say, man, I always try to leave y'all with something motivational. And we'll leave it on the fact of what I said earlier, man. Don't forget to give the next man a chance. Don't forget to meet new people. Don't forget to talk to people, because you never know what you're gonna learn. And somebody can always give you an insight to something that you never knew that you knew, and it can change your life. With that being said, this is No More Timeouts. You rock with By Rosh JJ. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit them noties so we coming on to drop more game on y'all. And we out of here. Hey, my boy got the Aaliyah shirt. I keep RP my boy Henny. My boy Henny, I lost a long time ago. That's my dog. But hey, we love y'all. There's No More Timeouts. Checking out. Peace.